Well, it has been really windy for the past few days, and you can tell from our gray skies that it looks like rain this afternoon, thunderstorms on the horizon. Actually, I think we're going to have thunderstorms for the next few days. So I thought I would do a quick walkabout before everything gets flattened by the rain. Excuse all of the maple little seed heads and oak seed heads, everything that has just been flying about in all of this wind. But I wanted to show you some of the roses and things. Not that I have that many anymore, but those that are in bloom before they get decimated, probably by heavy rains. I'm still waiting to get the rest of my lights up. Everything depends on the weather and people's schedules, and sometimes it's hard to synchronize the two. I still have some work to do on my hydrangeas over there. I've waited to the last minute to prune down those brown stalks because I wanted to make sure that they were not going to erupt in any buds on the end, which would then bloom since they bloom on old wood. The Vigilia right now is really, really beautiful. It's this gorgeous golden color. I think this one might be wine and roses or golden roses. But look at those cerise pink flowers, and they look beautiful against the canopy, or the foliage rather, of this Gertrude Jekyll rose. And I still have a few camellias on my early wonder camellias I planted. And all of the barberries are starting to look really beautiful. And the deutzia is still hanging on. I've just kind of cleaned up what I could. I love the hanging baskets I did this year. And this whole area is kind of purple. Let me walk around a bit. You can see the lavender topiary and the spicy wine salvia from Southern Living Plants, a color guard from Southern Living Plants. And then these are the two containers that I potted up this morning. These lightweight woven finish pots from Gardener Supply. And I'm really going to be sad when the rose isn't in bloom anymore because it's just been so pretty on the short fence. I just love the way it cascades over, and I don't miss the arbor at all. I'm really pleased with the way that turned out. I have another sweet rose over here. It's a noisette. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was gifted to me by the former editor at Southern Living, garden editor at Southern Living. There's another perspective of the Vigilia. The last few viburnum are hanging on. I've got a bunch of gardenias here to pot up, but they may have to wait because I didn't have time to do it this morning. I was frantically trying to get the first prune of the boxwood in the potager completely done before the rain, and I just barely finished it this morning before I had to get out and run some errands. There's some iris that are in bloom that were gifted to me by someone. The alliums, the heads are really just getting huge, and they should be glorious when they come into bloom. I'm really sorry I have not gotten all of the plantings done, the lettuces and the greens and things on the inside quadrants of the potager, because I've just kind of been too busy. Don't you hate it when people are always talking about being so busy, as if it's such a great virtue? There are the pots that I aged and mucked up a bit to make them look like concrete. I will post that video pretty soon. But I really think everything looks very, very nice right now. And hopefully we'll get a break in the rain over the next couple of days so I can finish up those last few things that I'm wanting to get done and planted in the garden before the heat sets in. Plantings over there in the corner by the dovecote that I can't wait to take off. There's an artichoke, some culinary rosemary, some lantana, and some of that needs a little bit more warmth to really explode and grow. It will be nice to put up the hose for a few days, not have to turn the sprinkler on. No point in blowing up all of the seed heads off of the grass because they are just going to come right back down when the rains start later this afternoon. That's a pretty vantage point right there. So just a little bit of a pre-storm walkabout for you. Have a great afternoon, everyone.